Previously on House of Carters.
I didn't even get a chance to cry about Mom and Dad's divorce. And it's always going to be a part of us.
He's pretty bad.
Nick, Dad wants to know if he should come out.
Why not?
He should come out, Dad. That'd be really cool.
We're gonna go to family counseling. I think she could help out.
We can talk.
Yeah.
For real.
Let it go.
God! Aaron, I can't believe you after all I've done to be nice to you. Been there at your beck and call when you need somebody to clean your room so you can have girls come over.
If you got something, discuss it with the psychiatrist.
You guys also can't put everything else on everybody else. You gotta learn to talk about it with each other.
Discuss it with the psychiatrist. That's why she's coming.
Whatever.
That's why she's coming.
So anyways, how about them Buccaneers?
We don't need to attack each other
No, of course not.
with like saying, oh, well, you did this and you did that, and you did like that kind of, you know what I mean?
Everybody's got issues with one another. You need to get it out through her.
Why is it the only time you can talk to somebody else if, like, you're scheduled to talk to somebody?
You saying I don't care about you?
No, Nick, I'm talking about everybody. I just wish people would actually listen. I'm sitting here going crazy, and I have to go crazy until somebody sits me down with a doctor.
She's here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Linda.
I'm Nick. Good
Hi,
to meet
Nick.
you.
Nice to meet you. What I'd like to do is if we can go around the room, or if someone can start and just give me a little bit of background.
Well, basically, it really started off in Florida with all of us. We had always been living in a very chaotic atmosphere.
Ups and downs, a lot of like one day it was a big fight and like they would come in the room and be like, we're gonna divorce, who do you want to live with? And then the next day it was like they didn't even remember it. But we did.
I remember we would go into our rooms and we would kind of like just hide in the closet and cry. And
What were the incidents that really stands out in all of your minds that defines what your family means to you?
Well, it was very hypocritical at certain times because we were taught like it's about family.
And
It's
don't
about
lie,
family, you know,
don't
never
lie, don't
never-
cheat.
So when they would argue, what would you guys do? You said that you...
We would just group together.
Hide and...
We would all hide together.
They would come in and they would ask us, who do you want to live with? You have to pick right now. We're divorcing.
I want to rebuild my family, and if it's going to take a little time, then it's going to take some time, and I'm willing to do
So,
that.
Nick, it can't be just on your terms.
Never
You
said
gotta
that.
learn who Aaron is and who I am and who each individual person is.
And
I
what
feel
we
like
do,
a lot of time nobody
whatever
really
we
gives
do
a
that
damn
makes us
about half the
happy.
stuff I do.
Can we do this? Can I go around the room and can each of you tell each other something to the group that you think they don't know about you?
I feel like I was responsible for the divorce. As far as I can remember, the first fight I ever saw them get in, I always was in the middle and I was always trying to stop it. There was a point where it was all cool, and even when Nick was in the business, but as soon as I got in it, it got really, really messed up.
It was never cool though, Aaron. You were never responsible.
I know, but at the end of the marriage with them, they weren't fighting over me. They were fighting for my money. I was used from the get-go. They put
like
me
a
into
commodity?
music right as soon as I was like 6 years old. I just wanted to be home and going to school. And I'm the only one in the family who, I didn't even see
think
a
I'm the
day of
only one
high
who went to
school.
real
I
high
didn't see
school.
proms. I didn't see any of that stuff. Maybe I'm a stronger person today because of it. Maybe. I feel like I am.
Thank you, Aaron. I think that's an important thing to put out there. Can I go to you next?
When something went wrong between our family, it was always my fault, even if it was somebody else's fault. So I always took that. I always took that in. For so many years, I was the provider of my family at the age of like 15, 16 and on.
I feel like you like your friends more than you like your own family members.
You don't think that I don't want to be closer to you?
I don't know, but that's always the way it seems.
Leslie, I saw so many people that had families and great families and brothers and sisters and they were just, everything was cool and everything was calm and they knew how to communicate with each other. And I so badly didn't have that. And I believe that we did have that at one point before everything started in the business. Then it shattered. It just all came tumbling down. And that's what I'm trying to do, is pick up the slack, you know, and sacrifice in some ways. And it's difficult.
But I don't know if that's your responsibility to do
that.
that. And I think that's another thing, because if you're trying to do that, it puts you in a lose-lose situation. Did part of your coping, did it mean just withdrawing into yourself and being as strong as you could?
This is exactly what I can relate to you, Leslie. I was forced to be strong. And no matter what, I've taken that with me the older I've gotten. No matter how many times people could stab me in my back or hurt me, I've always said, suck it up, because that's what Dad told me.
I was the one who got to experience more a social school thing, and I ended up with like the really bad crowd. But because my parents were so focused on them, I was kind of allowed to just do whatever I wanted to. I got in trouble, and like I was really, really a bad.
Trying to get their attention.
I was a bad. I didn't do it to try to get their attention, but maybe subconsciously I was. I didn't go to school hardly at all. I would come home so up out of my mind, and they wouldn't even notice. No one really ever noticed me.
So my issue is that I feel like the way, like, sometimes when I say things, like, no one really listens, or like they always think that my intentions are immediately bad when it's
Sometimes
not.
you talk to me, I misunderstand, like, you being like, you can come and say something to me, and you just have like this look about you. What's going on here? Like, she's got like this.
The reason
like,
why I
cocky
have
look
some
about
issues
her.
with
It's
BJ,
like-
and I'll say them, is because when you drink, like last week she came into my room and she was drunk. I was laying in my bed going to sleep, and my friend was in the bed with me, and she came in and said, oh, well, I'm prettier than you without makeup on, and da-da-da-da-da.
I don't
like,
even
you
remember
are
saying that,
scum, and
Angel.
da-da-da. And it's like, your true feelings come out when you're drunk, so I think that, like,
That's not
wow, is that her
necessarily
true feelings?
No,
like,
that's not necessarily
and
true
it's
to me.
every single time she's drunk, I try to go away. I don't want to go out with her. I don't want to be around it, because
Nobody
she
likes
always,
to be around you when you're drunk.
she's a
Everybody
mean
doesn't like you at all when you're drunk.
Everyone in this family thinks I'm an alcoholic, but I can really take it or leave it. I just enjoy drinking because it's sad to say, it sets my mind free. I can be a pretty nasty drunk, but it's mostly when I'm around you guys. I have fun with everyone else when I drink.
And you attacked me for no reason. I was just laying in my bed.
The biggest issue I have is the fact that they always say I'm too sensitive. I want you to know how I feel. I want them to know exactly how I feel, and that can sometimes be a lot for people who seem to shut themselves off. Then I started doing my music career, and when I got heavier, it didn't work out. I ended up not being somebody that they can make money off of. You know what Mom did? Mom sent me away to that camp. She told me it was a horseback riding place, and when I got there, two big men grabbed me. She told me I was going to a summer camp, like to go have some fun. I felt like I was totally thrown away. I want to be looked at as a good person, not this angry person, but unfortunately that is my only way of letting you know that there is something wrong, and I'm tired of feeling like I'm way too sensitive. I don't think I'm too sensitive. I think I want to talk. I want to tell people. I want somebody to listen.
I just want to be loved too, baby.
Okay.
Me too. Me too.
You guys have done amazing. You are so honest and so clear, and I think that's such a huge step. What I would say to all of you is it would be wonderful if you had some individual time to sort of speak to someone and sort out things for yourselves. All right, guys?
All right.
All right, thank you. No, thank you. You guys are great.
Don't you feel better? I do.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Ciao. Bye-bye.